This is home. Twin States News starts right now.
The longest reigning monarch in British history, Queen Elizabeth II, passed away at the age of 96. The Queen died at Balmoral Castle in Scotland after doctors said they had become concerned about her health. She will be mourned around the globe as one of the last monarchs born to a classic age of European royalty, when kings and queens wielded genuine political power. The Queen's death comes 7 months after she marked the 70th anniversary of her accession to the throne. Martha McCallum looks back on the life of Queen Elizabeth II.
Queen Elizabeth II was born into the Royal Windsor family on April 21, 1926. At birth, as the oldest daughter of the Duke and Duchess of York and niece to the King, no one expected that little Elizabeth Alexandra Mary would one day be the longest-serving and one of the most respected rulers of Great Britain. In 1945, at age 18, the young princess trained as a driver and mechanic in the Women's Auxiliary Service. Like thousands of others, she also had a sweetheart in the armed forces, her third cousin, Prince Philip of Greece. They were engaged to be married shortly after the princess's 21st birthday. But in 1952, while in Kenya with Prince Philip, Elizabeth learned the tragic news that her beloved father, the king, had died. In an instant, the 25-year-old became the Queen of England. Elizabeth was to rule in a new era. Her coronation in all its splendor was the first to be broadcast on television. But with the 1990s came turbulent times for the royal family as the marriages of 3 of the Queen's children fell apart. Then, in 1997, Diana, Princess of Wales and mother to the Princes William and Harry, was killed in a car crash in France. At the time, the Queen was criticized for her reserved response and persuaded to make an unprecedented live broadcast. But as she had so many times before, the Queen persevered. From an early age, Queen Elizabeth was one of the most recognized royals and recognized women in the world. She managed to combine the truly regal with a countrywoman's simple pleasures, and she embodied old-fashioned values of virtue, faith, and self-restraint, honoring to the very end the pledge she had made when she was just 21.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
Tonight, we're learning Meridian police arrested 2 people for a drive-by shooting that killed a 5-year-old in August of last year. Twin States News' Donisha Branham has the update.
The chief of the Meridian Police Department held a press conference today announcing the arrest of 2 individuals responsible for the drive-by shooting that took place last year, which resulted in the death of 5-year-old Zachariah Brown. The Meridian Police Department took 20-year-old Brandon Reed and 24-year-old Daniel Reed into custody today in relation to the shooting.
Good evening. At approximately 3:00 p.m. today, the U.S. Marshals, along with Meridian Police Department Criminal Investigation Division, made 2 arrests in the August 7, 2021 drive-by shooting of 5-year-old Zachariah Brown. The 2 suspects that were taken into custody is Daniel Reed and Brandon Reed.
There is a $1 million bond set for both suspects for second-degree murder. Police say they will continue to investigate this case pending further arrest. Donisha Branham, Twin States News, Meridian.
Oakland Heights finished its water drive today with more than 100 cases of water that will be donated to Bates Elementary in Jackson. Twin States News' Jasmine Stevenson stopped by to find out how the Oakland community made it all happen.
Being proactive is what Oakland Heights Elementary is all about. Students here even took the initiative to hand out flyers to make sure the community was involved in their water drive.
It's a problem and I'm trying to fix it. As you can see behind me, we have over 100 cases of water for Bates Elementary School, and we're going to donate it to them to help them with the water problem.
Principal of the elementary, Shirley Mosley, explains the effects a water crisis could cause in the school system.
As far as the school is concerned, it really has to do with how it impacts student and student learning. Many times when there are crises at home, and particularly I'm certain with Jackson, the kids are focused on what's going on at home and not giving sometimes their full attention as to what's happening in the classroom.
Over the years, the district has worked to instill the 7 habits. The habit leading this initiative is proactivity.
Of course, thinking with the end in mind, of course, in Jackson, there's not any water. What is it that we can do to help the children and the families of Bates Elementary?
Previous principal and student of Oakland Heights, Dr. Kim Benton, believes pushing students to take an initiative like this could be the start of something bigger.
It's not about age, it's about our hearts and what we're willing to give to others. And so that's an important lesson that will serve them throughout their lives. That, coupled with their academics, we can't help but be hopeful about the future in Meridian, Mississippi.
The school expects to have at least 200 cases by the time they deliver to Bates Elementary next Friday. Jasmine Stevenson, Twin States News, Meridian.
The Mississippi Children's Museum has closed their doors for the annual Fall Fix-Up, and many members of the community were on hand to help. Twin States News' Donisha Branham was also there and learned about some new additions to the museum.
Today is unlike any other day here at the Mississippi Children's Museum. Instead of the sound of children laughing and playing, the sounds of power tools are heard. The museum closed its doors for their Fall Fix-Up, as well as to add some new additions for children to enjoy.
All right, so today we're having our Fall Fix-Up, which is our annual fix-up party. We have once a year, usually the first week in September. It's where we close the museum down and we get volunteers and individuals come in and volunteer their time and fix up different stuff around the museum, such as painting the walls, doing minor exhibit repairs, outside cleanup, things like that.
Rayner said they have this annually due to kids being kids, which means sometimes they like to test the limits of the equipment. Many different groups and individuals from Mississippi Power to NAS Meridian came out to help volunteer.
So we're here today. We were asked to clean out the algae out of the stream outside because we're the algae company, so we are happy to do that. Anytime we're asked to help out with the community, we're grateful to do that. Yeah, so we finished cleaning out the stream of algae, and now I'm getting the plane a fresh coat of paint.
Along with making repairs and doing some deep cleaning, the museum also had some construction for a new installation for the children to enjoy outside in the garden.
So back behind us, we're really excited to have the last phase of construction for our permanent shade structures to be covering part of our playground and the sand pit area. This is a project that has been generously funded by the Phil Hardin Foundation and the Riley Foundation, and we're really excited about having this new way for children to play outside, to be able to enjoy our outdoor space even more, especially in the really hot summer months.
The Mississippi Children's Museum will reopen their doors tomorrow at 9 a.m. Donisha Branham, Twin States News, Meridian.
Starting Friday, September 9th, the city will be relocating a water line on B Street between 21st and 24th Avenue. Detour signs will be set up for alternate routes around the project. The city is expecting the streets to reopen on Friday, September 23rd. What does a company do when business is booming, but they can't find enough skilled employees to cover all the work? In tonight's Skilled to Work, we take a look at the conundrum that companies like Precision Heating and Air are facing all across the nation.
Derek Ware started his company over a year ago, and now he is ready to expand to other Mississippi markets. He explains the problem he has in finding enough willing employees to fill the positions he is offering.
Well, just say right now, we're trying to expand my business, and I'm wanting to move into different sectors of Mississippi. We're trying to open up an office in Jackson right now, and futuristic, and then the next year I want to go to Gulfport. What I'm having issues right now is for one, getting people in for the interview process. That's been the hardest thing, and then finding any type of skilled laborer, because we can train anyone, I would think, and to teach them how to do portions of what we do to help us out. But it's just a matter of the want to. I think right now we have an issue with, people don't want to do the physical labor aspect of it.
Sometimes, even when you have a 4-year degree, a skilled trade is more enticing because it can come with better pay and daily satisfaction of a job well done.
Just the fact that you get to help people immediately. You can make an immediate impact on people's lives. Generally, when we get a call, when we come to your home, there's a problem. And when we leave, things are better. I went to college and got a degree to teach, and found that finding a position doing that wasn't necessarily easy, and if it was, it didn't necessarily pay as well. So going into trades, there'll always be a need for tradespeople, and the pay is good.
The common denominator that pops up frequently in the Skilled to Work interviews is the skills or generation gap and how it is affecting businesses today.
I think there's a huge generational gap from our parents and my parents, and then to me, and then to the next generation, because it's I guess it's how we're raised, and the technology sector is pushing more people into wanting to do what you're doing right now behind the camera, I guess you would say, is more not as a skilled labor, but for learning for HVAC, plumbing, land brick, roofing, every contractor aspect. I think there's a shortage and gap for need. And I think there's a lot of times there's people don't know that it's easy to get into. The young generation that's coming up that don't want to go to college or don't see themselves going to college, this is the type of work that you need to get into, because it's never ending. You can take this on for the rest of your life.
Skilled to Work is a Twin States News initiative brought to you by our community partners.
Still ahead, we have your complete forecast. Plus,
she earned the nickname the Notorious RBG, and now you could own some of her most notorious belongings. I'm Jackie Ibanez with a look at what Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg items you could win at auction. That's all straight ahead.